Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. Today on the table in front of us, we're going to be taking a look at the Terrain 365 Mini Butterfly Knife. This is okay, come on, it's just cute, first of all. It is a cute knife. It is tiny. We are going to start off with a little size comparison. So I have my Tucson TS35 M390 Night Morning Design. Little fire ant. Love that little guy. And, okay, now I know I've reviewed this one, and this is tiny. Look at this. I almost can't get 3 fingers on this one, so that is very small. We are also going to be measuring it against the Dam Designs Oni. So the mini butterfly knife is just barely smaller than the Oni. The difference is going to be your blade and your handle make the Oni feel a bit bigger. Just a little hint too, watch for a video. I'll be giving this Oni away here probably tomorrow or the next day, assuming this video airs tomorrow. All right, let's get on with this one. So this Terrain 365 is a great little butterfly knife. It is an all titanium handle. It's an M390 blade with a fuller and a swedge here. It has jimping at the top. It has a titanium pocket clip, which, you know, it's a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. There you go. It's, you know, a little tough in and out of the pocket. Not too bad because it's not super stiff. Now, this is, most butterfly knives clip on the outside. This one's a little bit different, and you do have to get used to it. So this clip, if you look, goes through the inside, like this, goes through to the other side, and then you pull it down right here, snap, and that snaps it in place for you and holds it in. This is a fun little knife. Again, it is fairly small. Let's do some measurements here. It is just under a 2-inch blade. It is a handle length of about 2 3/4 inches, but you're talking, you know, again, it's very small. It's just under 5 inches, 2, 3, 4, 5, just under 5 inches. So I would say that this will be a good user for, well, obviously for women, because it would be a good pocket purse knife, either one. Drop it in your pocket. You could just drop it in your purse. It's definitely not going to be something that I would use as a hard use knife. Because I wouldn't be able to get a good enough grip on this knife. Do you know the weight on this Therapeutic Edge?
I don't.
Okay, so I don't know the weight on this, but I do know that it's, you know, it works really good. This is good for my pockets, for women's pockets. Some of the pockets that I have on the jeans are, you know, way not deep. I don't even know the word. Very shallow. Yes, a Therapeutic Edge. They're very shallow. So, you know, most of the time there isn't a knife that you can get to sit in the pocket that goes straight up and down. So I tend to carry some of my knives that are bigger, kind of at a diagonal angle, which isn't bad, you know. It could also be a back pocket carry knife if you know, don't want to clip it on the front. But again, it is fun to play with. I really wish I could learn how to flip it without just killing myself. Now I can flip it open, but, oh, I could probably flip it closed this way if I go that way. You know, I haven't had a lot of butterfly knives, actual knives. I've had the ones that you can play with that are not sharpened, but just not really a knife that I could get down. This one has been great for light use, like I said, you know, cutting tape, cutting a box, cutting paper, envelopes, things like that. It runs $250. You know, that's a little expensive to me for such a small knife. Is it worth it? You know, I really can't answer that. And the reason I can't is I'm not saying that it's a bad knife. I'm not saying that, you know, it's definitely not worth it. What I'm saying is I don't know enough about the butterfly knives to say whether $250 is or is not a good deal. I do know that I love how this clip, the safety clip or the locking clip, I love how it goes to the inside. I think that's really different. It's really neat to have that. I love the fact that it's small, so you can just drop it, like I said, in your pocket, or you can just drop it in your purse. It's easily accessible. It's small, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. It would be one that you could definitely have for an everyday carry. You know, it's everything that I've tried cutting through has definitely... Well, it's not hard use, so it's definitely made it through those, you know. But how hard is it to cut some tape and some boxes and whatnot? But it does go through very easily. It is sharp. It is, like I said, it is a fun little knife. Weight-wise, I'm going to guess, what do you think this one weighs?
Maybe, yeah, ounce and a half.
Yeah, maybe an ounce and a half. And I don't have my scale out right now, so I actually cannot give you that for sure. But because it is a smaller knife sometimes, and I don't generally use lanyards, but because it's a smaller knife and it tends to be more of a 3-finger knife. Now I hear, you know, my husband always talks about how some of his knife are 3 fingers. But if he can get a knife that has a design that's right to where his 4th finger can hit the back but not fall off, then that's okay with him. Now this one, I tend to take and put the lock, rather than locking it, if I'm just going to be cutting something, I actually put the lock between my ring finger and my pinky. And that kind of acts as almost a little bit of a lanyard for me, so I know that it's not slipping. And then you can choke up on it with the jimping that you have on the blade here. So all in all, I do think this is a really fun knife. I think if you're looking for a good little pocket butterfly knife, I would say give it a look. It's sleek. It's just a beautiful little butterfly knife. I think this thing is great. I think it's a good collection for anybody to add a mini butterfly knife to their large standard sizes. Oh, tell me what you think. So thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here all the time. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, thank you.